Well, hello there to the wonderful world of YouTube. My last video I said that I hadn't been very well, I hadn't been training, and unfortunately this past week I haven't been very well again. So alas, no more training, but health over training. Health comes first. So this week I thought I would share something slightly different with you. Now I'm not the most graceful person around, and as you can see there's a bit of a bruise here. Basically did that this morning in the early hours. No, there was no alcohol involved. I just went down to the bathroom and walked into the stairs. Graceful, I know. So that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea for showing you, for sharing with you my top 5 most embarrassing training moments. I'm clumsy, I'm uncoordinated, and I may have happened to have a few little incidences over the past year and a bit, and I thought I should share them with you. I'm not sure if you've heard these before in previous vlogs, but here's a nice little collection. Number 5. The Big Boys Gym. Now this first one happened in the free weight section, or what I used to call it was the Big Boys Gym, because there was always totally hench guys working out and like the tiniest tops ever. Beautiful, but not for me. But I had a personal training session with my first trainer, Craig, and he took me in there and I was pants. I can't lift very much at all. But anyway, we were doing bench press and I was being a wimp and complaining and then messing around, and all of a sudden I dropped the bar on my face. Now because I was messing around, Craig wasn't totally paying attention, hit me right smack bam in the lip, and about 3 guys around me saw because it was very busy that day. Yes, I had a fat lip by the end of it. Attractive. Number 4. Mirror on the wall. This next one is the mirror on the wall, which is actually the mirror face plant. Again with a different trainer, James. I was doing box jumps and trying to see how high I could get and see how much I could push myself. Now I was being quite determined that day, and I went for 1 extra, more than I could handle. So I jumped up, got onto it, and I fell straight forward into the mirror, leaving a sweaty handprint and a sweaty cheek print. This wasn't a 2 foot in front of the mirror thing. This was a good 4 meters gap that I fell. And then about 20 minutes later, when I was doing some more exercises a little bit further along, there was 2 women that were commenting on the quite obvious face plant. Let's just say I was a bit red from embarrassment that day. Number 3. Do you fancy some skin? Now number 3 didn't technically happen while I was training, it happened during Tough Mudder. Now I wore these beautiful running trousers for my Tough Mudder. It's got a beautiful pocket to put stuff in. Now I absolutely love these gels. I know some people don't like them, some people do. So I put these gels in the bum pocket. Now I had several gels, and as I was running to start off with, it was weighing it down, to say the least. Now I didn't wear any underwear for Tough Mudder, just for that too much information. But anyway, I didn't want it to chafe with all the mud or anything like that. I'm running, so I decided to go commando. So as I was shuffling around in the back of my butt to get all these gels out, to then put them in a more appropriate place, I basically flashed half my bum. This wasn't on the GoPro footage because it was right near the beginning and we weren't sure how much battery we were going to have. But the guys behind me got ever so lovely view. And then later on, I'd put the gels in my bra and I was going for one of them. And as a guy ran past, he basically saw me with my hands cupping around and having a bit of a fondle, and he said that he liked my storage place, seemed very convenient, and if he could borrow a gel. Now this was caught on footage. I'm not going to show it you because the sound quality is quite bad on it. But yeah, so I got half my bum out and half my boobs. Accident, but still, nevertheless, not the most graceful of situations. Number 2. I'm feeling sexy and free. Number 2 is actually just before I decided to do Tough Mudder, but I thought I'd include it because it's probably one of my more embarrassing situations. I was down my local gym and I'd been to work that day, had a full day, had all my makeup on, and I measure how hard I'm working and how much I'm sweating, because if you're not sweating, you're not going for it. After a very good cardio session, feeling proud, feeling strong, feeling determined, onto the mats for a core workout, and lo and behold, a cute guy comes alongside me. He was throwing me these little looks of smile, and I was throwing that kind of, I see you, I see that smile, back at him. Now I live in a village, and a month or so later I was down the pub with one of my friends, and I was just telling him about it because I don't see him very often, and lo and behold, this cute guy was standing right there in the corner. I didn't notice him, and he then kind of laughed and joined in and said, "Ah, so you were the girl that looked like shit. I was trying so hard not to laugh at you when you were doing it in the gym." Like, oh my god. I was looking at him as if he wanted to go for a drink. I was thinking, yeah, this guy's fit, and I had makeup all down my face, looking like I'd just been crying my eyes out. And finally we come to it. Last but not least, number 1, the sauna. Ooh. Now again, this one's slightly unrelated, but at my last gym there was a hot tub and sauna and all that sort of jazz, so I'd go and relax after a hard session. Now I'm not the most balanced of people. If you watch the Tough Mudder Southwest videos of all the obstacles of me just going kersplat. So I was in the sauna, I hadn't been paying attention to the time, and I was late for my bus, or nearly. I was sitting on the top and I went to go down and the floor was tiled and I slipped on the tiles. Now I didn't go head over heels. I went straight forward. My hands planting on an older gentleman's thighs with my face not very far from his private parts. This was not a fit guy, it was a slightly comfortable gentleman. A little bit older than me, to say the least. And this then led to, for the fact that I'd slipped over several times, or just skidded, to the guys giving me the nickname Slippers. Now I had this for about 5 months. It was just in the gym, it was just the guys in the sauna, because I slipped over, and not just the slipping over, but they became the joke of me wanting to slip in to their swimwear. So yeah, I didn't, but still, had that for 5 months. So there you have it, everybody. That was my top 5 most embarrassing training moments. I hope you had a bit of a giggle and enjoyed my peril, my pain. But anyway, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to go across onto my Facebook page, all the links will be down in the doobly-doo, the description box. and I hope you guys are having better luck training than I am. So have a nice day, and have a nice day training. Cheerio.